What's up, Master Builders, and welcome back to Gingerbread's Worry. And today I want to present you another LEGO Thomas the Tank Engine block. And this one is not actually for the Farquhar project. Oh no. This one is actually going to be for the Arlesburgh West project. And who could it be? Well, I'll give you a few seconds now. Alrighty, time's over. It's the Scottish twins, Donald or Douglas. Of course I'm going to say Donald or Douglas because unfortunately I only got money to spend to actually buy one of these, unfortunately. But even still, having one of these is still quite impressive. At least you know what the bodywork of this one is. And the quick thing I got to mention about this though is that I'm gonna have two blue ones, but also at the same time though gonna have two black ones. You might be wondering why? Well, that's because when I'm gonna be taking these into exhibitions and all that, I want to take the black Donald and Douglas, the ones in the TV series. And the reason why, it's just because of the fact that any kids who sees a blue tender engine like this will literally automatically say, oh look, it's Edward. Most likely guarantee any kid would literally say it's Edward. Even though it's got 6 wheels, and it looks a bit different, loads of people will say it will be Edward just based on the colour blue. Because on my Worry I got a prairie tank as a big engine to run up and down the line. But loads of people call that big prairie tank engine, called it Percy, called it Henry, and they called it Emily, just because it was green. Even though it's got like a big generous, it's not a tender engine, and it's a big generous tank engine. It's none of those engines, but it's just like they still call it Percy, Henry, or Emily, just based on the colour. So that's why if I'm going to any exhibition, I will be bringing the black Donald and Douglas characters. But you might be wondering, why have I built the blue one though? Well, it's because even though I want to bring the black ones to exhibition, I want to have the blue ones though. Because the blue, the Caledonian blue is amazing. It's a beautiful colour. It looks so dazzling on them. And of course, I could also use this for filming. So whenever I do filming projects, like Oliver Goes Up, Down or something like that. Oliver was up. I forgot the title of that one. And it's just like, yes, I can literally use blue Donald and Douglas for any of those kind of a reason. But you might as well just stop ranting about the actual the colour change. And also talking about that, when I was talking about like most people will call it Edward, that's the same reason why the TV series kept the black version, just so nobody won't get confused. But anyway, I will uncatch this to the actual tender. You did just see that tender just rolling along. Now we present to you Tender Care. Anyway, yes. So of course the face is actually a normal, the normal face I put for every engine, like Thomas over there. But I'm gonna remove the face just so I can show you all how I built it. Because of course you can just see this is the actual like height to put the face on, but the edges to make the boiler is quite interesting though. I'm going to shine some light. The first thing to notice is that these two bricks are of course not bricks, studs on the side construction. these little bricks, and lucky enough I got them on site. Those kind of bricks that are just like this one, this one, this one, and this one, and they go all down the actual boiler to make that look. But then it's just like you got another studs on this construction, but the smaller one, the one with the actual one plate and another plate on top with just studs coming out of that. Yes, that's what I use for the middle one. And of course, don't need to worry about, like, you got zigzags up the boiler, but you can connect it all with the actual an extra plate, so that's lucky. And that's the quickest way to explain how to do the actual boiler for this kind of engine. When I tried to find out how big the actual how to build the boiler, it's just like there wasn't really no pictures of how most people do it. But lucky enough though, it is quite easy. And of course, the funnel. You might see loads of people use this funnel technique. But funny enough though, this piece is actually a palm tree piece. I was laughing when I found that out, to be honest. But I don't know why they actually use a palm tree piece in the black part. Sorry about that barking in the background, that's my dog deciding to bark. Hold on. Alfie! Alfie, Alfie, Alfie! What are you barking at now? Sorry, this is what happens when you got dogs in the garden when you're filming. Anyway, and going along with the boiler, we got at least got like 3 studs for the actual fire pot. And then you got the actual dome and the whistles as well. Sorry, after my dog just barking, I lost my head. And of course, the actual the wheel skates, I really need to learn the train language again. But yes, these little parts, it's just like this one is the most common one. It's just basically a 1x4 arch piece with a stud, with a 1x2 stud in the middle. But then this one is a little bit complicated, but still easy to understand. It's basically half of that on a 1x4, and then you've got a plate there, a 1x2 plate, and then a jumper plate on top. And just in front is the actual headlamp. But on the back one though, it's just a triangle going into the actual cab. And one thing I have forgotten to mention though, this engine is literally 7 studs wide, if you haven't really noticed. You might be wondering, wait, hold on a minute, you build engine like 8 studs wide like you do with Thomas. How come this one is 7 studs wide? Well, that is a funny story, to be honest. When I was researching these kind of engines, I was really hard to try to know what the size is, because funny enough, engines like this kind of size, tender engines who's just got this kind of shape, like Edward and James joins in onto this topic. It's the funny fact I found out was the actual that they were smaller than the regular coaches. Coaches are just wider than these kind of type of engines. So that's why Donald, Douglas, Edward, and if I decide to build James, will be towards 7 studs wide. And of course, the wheels are the actual medium of the Big Ben bricks. Somebody will be asking me about that question later on in the comments. And talking about now is the cab. And of course, as you can see in the cab, I've got this quite a wear window. Well, in blue and red is not wear, but this kind of really old-fashioned windows that they used to have in the olden days of Lego. And this is what the actual build is. I should just swap the video just to show you what my dog is dancing around to. But anyway, it's just like have a really old-fashioned window. It looks professional-ish. I'm going to be changing all the windows to be like that. This is like one of the wearers option. Hold on. Alfie! Alfie, 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 Alfie! What are you barking at now? Hey! What? What? Come here. Come here. What are you doing here? What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? You made me delay the video like 2 minutes now. Who's the... Come on. It's not the children. There you go. Anyway, the back is literally not so impressive. I haven't really do no cap details in there. But you can just see I got the actual cheese wedges going up. Like up there, and then doing a headlamp piece with the cheese wedge going up there. And now I'm just trying to quickly do the actual review, just so my dog don't have to bark so much. In future reference, this is half of the video you're going to see today or in the next few months is being pre-recorded now. Anyway, let's show you the tender. Of course, there's a person to show you the height of the tender. Flipping heck, it's actually ginormous. But I got these kind of arch pieces to curve along with the snot technique, with a curve along, and also a little bit just to make it balanced. And there goes my dog again. And then of course the normal train bogey wheels that normal buffers. And the tender part is, of course, I use that coal technique from the actual Lego Batman movie set of Clayface. And of course moving the actual, or bending the figure over. Ooh, actually I need to take him out because I got, as you can see, actually while doing that, you can just see one stud is holding all this. But while that's out, you can see I did put a little bit of a arch for the coal to come down and all that, just to make a barrier of the coal. I made the arch pieces. And of course on the back I actually made some water tanks as well, just so they can actually fill up with water, or to find Dilly inside of one of them. But anyway, oh, and also I better show you the actual coupling of the tender. Of course, this is a coupling that I use for every single engine. It's just like they got the same coupling in the back, the front of all the engines will have this. Apart from Toby, Dan, Dart and Mavis, who don't, and Daisy as well. They don't got nothing like that. But this is how engines are coupled up, and the tender's just got a smaller version. But anyway though, let me couple Donald up. I just called him Donald now because he's actually just got I just remember the reference now. But anyway, that is Donald or Douglas now, one of the Scottish train. And I will be seeing you lot next week with another Lego Thomas the Tank Engine Mark. And hopefully my dog can actually behave next time. And if you want to have a good guess down in the comments below. I'm trying to do this without my dog barking. Alfie! Can you not see I'm filming here? Yes, put your comments down below of who do you think is going to be the next engine I'm going to be reviewing. But until then though, see you soon, and everything is awesome.